Hello, and how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Blah blah blah. I got the intro wrong. Doesn't matter. I want to talk to you guys about something. Just something that I keep seeing over and over and over again. It has to do with Resident Evil 9 and the monster being Lisa. I want to personally think that almost everybody who's saying it's Lisa Trevor has not played Resident Evil 1 Remake, or if they have not read the files, they have not watched the cutscenes. I feel these people probably skipped the cutscenes, didn't read the notes, or something. um, because everybody's saying, oh, the monster is Lisa Trevor, it's not Alyssa. I'm not saying it's Alyssa either. I mean, it could be. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Nobody knows. The game's not out yet. Um, but there's no way that it's Lisa Trevor. And I'll break it down to you, explain to you why. I'll settle this for you guys. A, Lisa Trevor was born in the 40s or 50s or something like that. So by the time Resident Evil 1 happens, she's already had hundreds of experiments done on her, and she's already in her 40s. That would make her 73 if she was in Resident Evil 9. I'm sorry. Yeah, she might be an unkillable monster. But yeah, she'd be 73 years old. That and the fact that even in Resident Evil 1, she's not spry. She's not running like a 14-year-old like she was when she was captured by Umbrella. She's walking slowly. Sure, you can see, even when she cries out, you can hear her age when she cries out, when she says mother. Right? It's not like, oh, mother. It's like, mother. You can hear the age in her voice, right? So she is aging. It's not like I've seen someone say, oh, maybe it's like Jill, where the aging process slowed down. I doubt that. Just by those things alone, right? Also, Lisa isn't evil. I see a lot of people saying that too, that Lisa... I dropped you guys. Hopefully you guys are okay. Let's get back here. There we go. So yes, as I said, Lisa is not... She's not an evil character. She's not a bad enemy. The only reason she attacks the player is because we're invading her space. She has free roam in the mansion after the virus broke out and killed everybody, right? So it's her domain. And also, on top of it, if you think about it, when Chris or Jill, when they get to the, the cabin, where she lives and sleeps and stuff. Well, she sleeps and lives underneath it, but still, when you get to the cabin, and you're looking around or whatever, and when Lisa shows up, what does she do? She knocks the character out, right? Again, you're invading her home. She doesn't know who you are. She knocks you out. She doesn't kill you. She puts you in front of the fireplace so that you can stay warm. Would an evil, terrible monster hell-bent on killing do that? No. When the character wakes up, they wake up very aggressively, essentially. They jump up, they're looking around really quickly and all that. And obviously Lisa feels threatened, so that's why she attacks. Also, later on, when you're going in the caves, yes, she's following you around in the caves to attack you. But the reason for that is because you are near her home. If you guys remember, in the caves... I'm trying to hold this phone. If you guys remember, after you put the broken flamethrower down, and you go through the door, you go through the cave system, the water, everything, and you come to where she lives. So she's defending her home. And you only see her in the the cabin, and that little underground area there. She doesn't attack the player in the mansion. She doesn't go to the labs. None of that. She doesn't chase the player. She's only in the areas where she pretty much lives. So yes, Lisa Trevor is just defending her home, right? Also, another fun fact about this is that in the final, like, I guess, boss battle for her, when you push all the stones off and the coffin opens up, Lisa grabs, her mother's skull, and she cries out to her mother, and then she jumps off of the platform, not to be seen for the rest of the game. Explain to me how Lisa is in Resident Evil 9 again, please. From from all of the actions we've seen of the monster in Resident Evil 9, aggressively going after Grace, excuse me for the coughing, but aggressively going after Grace, aggressively killing her. Again, how is that Lisa? It's not Lisa. It's a possibility that it's Alyssa. I'm not going to say it is. The game's not out yet, so I'm not going to say, oh, it's Alyssa. We don't know that. Some things do point to it being Alyssa, but we don't know. So I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to be one of those people. But what I am going to say is that it's not Lisa Trevor. Because you also think, too, when Lisa Trevor attacks you, right? She doesn't run, she doesn't bite you. She hits you with the chains, the thing that's attached to her wrist. She smashes you with that, right? That's all she does. She gets once you've gone from her home. So, I think a lot of you need to go back and replay Resident Evil 1 Remake. I think that you need to read the notes, because she writes some notes too. Pretty heartbreaking notes, to be honest. And yeah, you guys need to really dive into her backstory and stuff to really see what I'm talking about. Because if Capcom were to make it Lisa, it would literally just be fan service, and to me it would kind of ruin her character. It makes no sense. I can guarantee you 100% that it's not Lisa. I mean, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I can guarantee you that it's not Lisa. I'm not trying to be rude in this video, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But I just see a lot of people saying, oh, it's Lisa, and they're arguing with others. I had some guy arguing with me how it was Lisa and how I'm wrong. And as you guys know from my channel, I have every game on there. Full playthroughs. I've read every note, with the exception of, I think, a couple of games that I did as streams instead. But even then, on my off time, I've read everything. I've been playing since '96. Not that ultimately, that really means anything, but I'm just saying that I have the experience and knowledge of this franchise 30 years later, and that I can say that this monster is not Lisa Trevor. Again, if I come off disrespectful, if I come off rude, I do apologize, because that is not how I intend to talk and make people feel like I'm being rude to them. But I just want to say this Lisa Trevor nonsense in Resident Evil 9, it's getting out of hand in my opinion. I don't know. It's not Lisa. Also, before I go away, one thing I did see is that I've seen some theories that the hooded man could be Nikolai from Resident Evil 3. That's an interesting one. Because I was actually looking. If you look at Hooded Man's jawline, and from here down, because that's what you see, and you look at Nikolai from here down, it looks very similar. So that would be quite interesting. I think that would be pretty cool. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. If you have any comments, feel free to leave comments and stuff. But yeah, it's not Lisa, guys. Come on. Anyways, have a good day.